J'aime la galette, savez-vous comment? Quand elle est bien faite, avec du beurre dedans. How is my galette?
Beautiful. So this is what? For Epiphany you're making the galette?
Normally it's for Epiphany.
Okay.
Epiphany 6 January.
Okay.
But in France is January is galette.
Okay.
Like Christmas is bûche de Noël, Easter is chocolate.
I see. Galette is G-A-L-E-T-T-E?
Yes.
I see. What does galette mean?
It's a cake.
Okay.
With a puff pastry.
Okay.
And inside almond cream.
Oh, nice.
Why we eat galette? It's not we eat galette.
Okay.
We cut a galette with a lot of pupil.
Oh,
Now,
I see.
Don't tell me when it come from. I don't know. Nobody know.
Okay.
It's coming. But what we think is a moment to be together and to
Share.
wish because it's January.
Right. So Epiphany is when the three wise men come to visit Jesus.
Yes.
Okay.
But they're not coming with one galette.
No, but you make galette for them.
Yes.
To be hospitable to
Yes,
them.
because we Christian people celebrate Christmas and Epiphany.
Right.
And it's a good occasion
Okay.
for to welcome a lot of friends and wish.
I see.
And we don't wish without cutting one galette, eating.
Okay. So you bake this. How long does it take to bake?
I will bake 30 minutes.
Ooh.
30 minutes, you see.
Oh, but it looks lovely
I
after
make-
you've baked it.
Yes, and taste is very good.
Taste is very good. Taste is totally sinful. My God.
Yes.
Is there any French food which is healthy? Everything you make is sinful.
Yes. For this, we're making a lot of gym after. It's fine. Tell me.
So this episode is all about festival food. Now you just saw Galette, which is about the festival, 6th January, about the Epiphany. As you know, January is also 14th January or 15th January is also about Sankranti in Karnataka, Lori in Punjab, and Pongal in Tamil Nadu and Kerala. Okay. Now, broadly, although there are minor differences, broadly all 14 January, 15 January signify two things. One is harvest. Okay. You've just harvested and you've had a bountiful harvest. So you share your bounty with your family and friends. At the same time, it is showing your gratitude to God that He gave you a bountiful harvest. He put food on the table for you and for the whole country maybe, and therefore you express your gratitude. In fact, Dominic, it's very interesting. Suggi in Kannada, the word Suggi in Kannada has two meanings. One Suggi is harvest. Okay. The second Suggi is bounty. Suggi, our life all Suggi agoitu. Suggi bandbudtu means lot of prosperity has come into the person's life. So, planet-wise speaking, it is the transition of the sun from the Tropic of Cancer to Tropic of Capricorn. So, it signifies the end of winter and it signifies the beginning of spring, which means now the days are going to be longer, the nights are going to be shorter. So, every which way, it signifies transition. So, Pongal, Sankranti, Lori is all about transition. I'm only going to talk about Sankranti because that's the only one I am fully familiar with. So, typically for Sankranti, as children, as you can see, this is diced jaggery, diced coconut, and white sesame. We make a mixture. It's absolutely delightful. And a lot of peanuts, of course. It's absolutely delightful. We make this called Yellu. Yellu actually means only sesame, but the whole, the whole concoction is called Yellu. Okay. And then we make Sakkare Acchhu. These are sugar syrups poured into, at a particular consistency, poured into wooden molds of different shapes. When I was a kid, I remember I used to love the shape of Brindavan a hell of a lot. This is nothing but totally sinful sugar overdose. That's all it is. But it tastes delightful and you don't make it any other time. So, it has even this yellu you don't make any other time. And this is sugarcane. Karnataka is rich in sugarcane, grows a lot of sugarcane. So I am guessing that's the significance. So as children, we would wear nice silk long skirts, jewelry, borrow jewelry from mom, put lot of flowers in hair, put bindi, okay, and to each house, okay, whether we knew the person or not, it's not necessary that we had to go only to friends' house. We would carry baskets of this yellu, this sakkare acchhu, and this sugarcane. Okay, and go and give it to them. The whole process was called Yellu Birodu. Okay, and at home, and at that time, of course, when we were kids, everything was made at home. All this now we bought from the store, right? But those days, my mom used to make everything.
She makes this?
My mom would make everything.
Okay.
This we would buy, of course, but yellu, and it's a very tedious process.
And she had a mold?
We had molds. Wooden molds we had, different shapes, okay, and she would make them, okay, and for lunch on 14th. So typically, Sankranti comes on 14th if it is not a leap year. If it is a leap year, it comes on 15th or something like that. So it's either 14th or 15th, okay. So Amma used to make for lunch what we call sweet pongal, sakkare pongal. Sakkare means sugar. Although I don't know why we call it sakkare pongal, because there is no sugar used in this at all. We only use jaggery. Okay, it is rice, moong dal, jaggery, a lot of cashew nut, of course. Rice and moong dal are cooked in milk. Then cardamom powder is added, whole lot of flavor comes out of it. And this is khara pongal. Khara means spicy. This also normally is made with rice and moong dal with pepper, ginger, green chili, kadi patta, jeera, all of that. But I made it with rava. I made it with moong dal and rava so that we can have it for breakfast. So this typically is festival food. So you have your Galette for Epiphany, we have our Sankranti food. Of course, other things would also be made, ambode, kosambri, all that typical festive lunch. And I think, if I remember right, Amma even used to make gasgase paisa, khaskhas payasam. But the key elements of Sankranti was yellu, sakkare acchhu, and sugarcane, and for lunch we would make khara pongal and sweet pongal. Okay, and both are absolutely delightful in taste. Of course, I have, me being me, there has to be some element of concoction, so I have added a few things which are normally not part of the recipe, but yeah, it's awesome.
But you think all festival is associated with food? Why? I think is for when your children, January is Galette, Epiphany. You remember after Epiphany, I'm sure, you waiting this moment for sweet pongal.
Right.
Yes. And I think it's for this.
Because Dominic, we don't make pongal, of course, we make for breakfast. Khara pongal we make for breakfast.
Yes.
But we don't make sweet pongal so often at all, the rest of the time.
No, if you eat sweet pongal every day, is a normal dish.
Correct.
But one moment, and I know in my memory, I associate a lot moment, a lot event with food.
Right.
I know when we have one wedding, we are sure we have this. Right. We have this beautiful cake with a puff. Right. To celebrate a festival.
Like, see, Ganesha festival means kadubu, modaka.
Yes.
You remember the modakas that you like very much?
Yes.
So, each festival, like Diwali, I think by and large is associated with a lot of sweets.
Exactly.
Laddu in the north, I don't know what typically we associate Diwali with in the south. Rave unde maybe. or may not be, I'm not sure. But yes, and I think festival is just an excuse
Exactly.
to make beautiful food, to set a beautiful table, to have friends and family, and to share. I mean, nothing gives you greater joy than sharing what you have cooked.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. Yes. And you know, I look, you prepare this.
Right.
And when I see it, I had one thing.
Okay.
You know, last time you remember, I making riz au lait.
Right.
Rice milk.
Rice cooked in milk.
Rice cooked in milk.
Right.
But you making same. But I think continental food is one copy for food we make 1-2 millennia before.
Okay.
And this recipe, when you eat this rice cooking with dal,
Right.
my God, when I eat my rice milk, my riz au lait, I tell, but I forgot one thing in my recipe. It's not possible. I don't have this taste. And I think year after year, we forgot one part of recipe.
I think it's also because you wanted quick fix, cook something fast, be done with it.
Yes, you know, what is a French food? I tell every time. What I like in Indian food? It's when you have in mouth, you have all moment you cook.
Right.
And here, when you have this taste with the dal,
Right.
we don't have this taste in France. In France, when you're making rice, you put rice directly with milk,
Right.
without roasted before.
Right.
And we don't use what rice it can send you.
Right. You don't cook rice in milk, no? You cook rice separately and then you add milk.
Two options, yes. We cook rice, and after, when it's cooked, we add milk and cream for making very
Mixing it
creamy.
nicely, yeah.
And after, we will add cinnamon, 2-3 almond, and is enough.
Right.
But this, I will eat. I don't can stay without it. We have all preparation you making.
Right.
And after you finish Peruvian syrup with ghee, you have a ghee flavor inside.
Lots of ghee.
I don't imagine in France one rice milk with olive oil.
Right.
You will tell it's not possible. Olive oil is coming, is not normal.
So after I cooked rice and moong dal in milk, I made a jaggery syrup separately. I let jaggery in hot water bubble, 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 and then I poured it over the cooked rice and dal. Okay, and then I added some cardamom and cinnamon and some anise. Okay, and then I roasted, dry roasted cashew and almond and walnut, and then you helped me cut these little coconut pieces. And just decorated it with coconut pieces.
I think definitely I am in love with Indian food.
I think I am in love with all festival food.